Hello children, we are discussing chapter 10, reaching the age of adolescence. In our previous video, we discussed about the sex hormones and their effects. Along with that, we have discussed how the sex is determined in human beings. Human males have two kinds of sex chromosomes, X and Y, whereas human females have only one kind of sex hormone, that is XX. When gamete formation takes place, these get separated, and when sperm and ovum fuses, then on the basis of probability, we'll be able to find that whether a human being will give rise to a baby girl or baby boy. Now moving ahead, we'll discuss other hormones irrespective of the sex hormones present in the human body. That other than human sex hormones, what other hormones are present in human beings? We have discussed the various kind of glands which are present in our body, that known as endocrine glands. So the first endocrine gland which we have to discuss, other than the testes and ovaries, is pituitary gland. It is also known as master gland of the body. This gland is located at the base of the brain, and this gland is further controlled by another gland named as hypothalamus. That is not the part of your class 8th syllabus that you will be going to study in your class 10th. So pituitary gland releases multiple hormones, but out of those multiple hormones, you have to discuss only one, and that is growth hormone, represented as GH. It is also known as somatostatin. इस हार्मोन को somatostatin भी बोलते हैं बच्चे. As its name indicates, what it does is it controls the development and the growth activity of a human being. It controls all the activities which are related to the growth and development of the body, like development of the muscles and the bones. When this hormone is secreted by the pituitary gland in the blood, then that hormone will reaches to the muscles and the bones at the age of puberty, and the growth increases till a particular age, that is approximately 18 to 20 years. Next question. We have discussed that over-secretion of hormones will lead to disease, and under-secretion of hormones will also lead to a particular disease. अगर हार्मोन बच्चों ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा रिलीज होगा, then also it causes a disease, and if it is released then its required amount or less than its required amount, then also it causes a disease. So if the growth hormone is secreted in the less amount, that means its under secretion will be there. अगर बच्चे जितनी चाहिए उतनी secretion नहीं होगी, then it will cause a disease named as dwarfism. Dwarfism means bonata. The person will remain very short in his or her height. The height will remain very short. That person is known as dwarf. If over-secretion means more secretion than its actual value or desired value is there, then a person is suffered from gigantism. That disease is known as gigantism. Gigant means the size of the limbs, that is arms and legs, increases abnormally. Abnormal increase in limbs or size of limbs. हाथ और पैर बहुत ज़्यादा लंबे हो जाएंगे. That is known as gigantism. So बच्चे over secretion more than the desired value, more than the required value, that is known as over secretion, and under secretion less than that will cause disease. Second gland which we have to discuss is thyroid gland. This gland is present in the neck region near the larynx. Larynx is voice box. We discuss about that in sound chapter. Thyroid gland releases two hormones. One is thyroxine and other one is calcitonin. Calcitonin is not the part of your class 8th syllabus. We are going to discuss only this one. That is thyroxine. It is also known as T3 hormone. This hormone is released by thyroid gland. The gland is present in the neck region. Function of this hormone is it controls the basic metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate, also the term for that. What is that? We eat food, बच्चे. that food have nutrients. The major nutrients of our food are carbohydrates, fats and proteins. These nutrients oxidize, take oxygen and get oxidized and release energy. This oxidation of carbohydrates, fats and protein is responsible for the metabolic activities of our body. Children usually confuse what are the metabolic activities. The sum total of all the activities occurring inside the body of a human being are known as metabolic activities. जितनी भी एक्टिविटी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी में हो रही है, उन सबका सम टोटल क्या है? मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज है, मेटाबॉलिज्म है. सो बच्चे, थायरॉक्सिन हार्मोन विल कंट्रोल दोज मेटाबॉलिक रेट. उसकी जो स्पीड है, उसकी जो दर है, उसे कंट्रोल करता है. It controls the oxidation of carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Thus, it controls the basic metabolic rate. Next is its deficiency. Basically, thyroxin's deficiency occurs due to the deficiency of iodine. Iodine is a mineral which we take through salt. That's why your salt packets like Tata salt and etc. also using it in your houses have written over that these are iodized salts. Iodized means the salt which contain iodine in it. Why we require iodine in our diet? Because iodine is responsible for the formation of thyroxine. If iodine is not there, if iodine deficiency is in our body, अगर iodine की कमी है हमारी body में, then thyroxine will not form. And if thyroxine will not form, the thyroid gland will become non-functional. अगर बच्चे थायरॉक्सिन ही नहीं बनेगा, जो आयोडीन की प्रेजेंस में बनना है, आयोडीन की कमी है तो थायरॉक्सिन नहीं बनेगा बच्चे, तो थायराइड ग्लैंड जो है वो नॉन फंक्शनल हो जाएगी. आफ्टर बिकम नॉन फंक्शनल इट अपीयर्स एज अ स्वेलिंग इन द नेक रीजन. फिर वो थायराइड ग्लैंड हमें एक स्वेलिंग के तौर पर दिखाई देगी, सूजन के तौर पर इन द नेक रीजन, एंड दैट इज नोन एज goiter. That disease is known as goiter. So to prevent ourselves from the goiter, we have to take iodine in our diet, and iodine we are taking through our salt. The salts which are available to us in the markets are iodized salts, so that we will not suffer from the disease named as goiter. Next gland which we have to discuss is adrenal gland. A pair of glands present over the kidneys are known as adrenal glands. We have two kidneys, like kidney bean shape, rajma के दाने की तरह है. They two have one each triangular shaped gland like this. These glands are known as adrenal glands. Adrenal gland plays a very important role in a person's life during emergency conditions like anxiety, fear, anger, accidents. Adrenal gland release two hormones. One is adrenaline, the other one is aldosterone or noradrenaline. It is also referred as noradrenaline. They work in maintaining the body conditions during emergency. Adrenaline is also known as emergency hormone because its secretion is increased in the body during emergency conditions. It keep on secreting in our body in very less amount all the time. ये हार्मोन बच्चे पूरा टाइम हमारी बॉडी में रिलीज हो रहा है, but in very small amount. But during emergency conditions, it secretes in excess. It controls the various activities like emotions, like anger, fear, and anxiety. It also releases in our body during an accident conditions to increase the blood pressure of our body, so that every cell of our body will get that oxygen from the blood to produce energy. So that will control a person's body functions during extreme conditions. The second one is aldosterone. Aldosterone is also known as noradrenaline. It controls the mineral balance in the body. Question arises, what are the minerals? The various minerals are calcium, magnesium, iron. These are minerals. Vitamins, they are also minerals which we need for the proper growth and development of the body. This hormone regulates the mineral balance of our body. Deficiency of aldosterone, less secretion of aldosterone will cause a disease named as adolescence disease. The next is pancreas. Pancreas is a leaf-like gland present below the stomach. स्टमक के लेफ्ट साइड पर स्टमक होता है, बच्चे स्टमक के नीचे एक लीफ लाइक ग्लैंड प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज नोन एज pancreas. Pancreas secrete two hormones, one is insulin and other one is glucagon. These two hormones are antagonistic to each other. What do you mean by antagonistic? They are exact opposite to each other. Insulin lowers the blood sugar level. Achha, you eat the food. Food is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are digested into sugars. Those sugars will go into the blood. Blood will carry those sugar like glucose to each and every cell, and from those glucose like sugars, energy is produced in the form of ATP. So, the glucose amount in blood is more. That excessive glucose is absorbed by the cells. But after the absorption by the cells, still a lot of amount of glucose will remain, and everything in excess will considered as a waste. और ब्लड में जो भी चीज एक्सेस है वो वेस्ट हो जाती है, उसे बच्चे यूरिन में निकाल दिया जाता है. तो बच्चे इंसुलिन यहाँ बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. इंसुलिन will convert that blood glucose with blood sugar into the glycogen. इंसुलिन क्या करता है बच्चे, ब्लड में जो ग्लूकोज प्रेजेंट है उसे ग्लाइकोजन की फॉर्म में स्टोर करवा देता है. ग्लूकोज 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 आपस में जुड़कर एक लॉन्ग स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं, कॉम्प्लेक्स स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं, दैट इज नोन एज ग्लाइकोजन. कहां बनाते हैं? लिवर में. तो पैनक्रियास ने इंसुलिन रिलीज किया, जाएगा कहां? लिवर में. लिवर में जो ब्लड ग्लूकोज होगी एक्स्ट्रा, उसको किसमें कन्वर्ट कर देगा? ग्लाइकोजन में. रिजर्व फूड ऑफ एनिमल सेल इज नोन एज ग्लाइकोजन. इफ इंसुलिन डज नॉट रिलीज, अगर मान लो बच्चे कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई, इंसुलिन रिलीज नहीं हो रहा, अंडर सिक्रेशन ऑफ इंसुलिन विल कॉज अ डिजीज नेम्ड एज डायबिटीज, जिसको हम आम भाषा में शुगर बोलते हैं. कुछ पर्सन को शुगर है, शुगर मींस डायबिटीज बच्चे. टेक्निकली इट इज रेफर्ड एज डायबिटीज. इन डायबिटीज इंसुलिन इज नॉट देयर. अब इंसुलिन नहीं है तो ब्लड ग्लूकोज ग्लाइकोजन में कन्वर्ट होगी ही नहीं. अब ब्लड ग्लूकोज ग्लाइकोजन में कन्वर्ट नहीं होगी तो उसका अमाउंट ज्यादा है. तो ब्लड में बच्चे अगर ग्लूकोज का अमाउंट ज्यादा हो जाएगा, a person will have a disease named as diabetes. Blood glucose level increases in diabetes. The other hormone is glucagon. Glucagon converts that glycogen into glucose. अब बच्चे सोचने की बात है, जब ये उल्टा कर देता फिर हो क्यों रहा है? बेटा उल्टा कब करता है? इमरजेंसी कंडीशन. हमने बच्चे फूड खाया at 12 o'clock. Let us suppose. After that, we are going to eat at 7 p.m. or 5 p.m. we are taking snacks. So between 12 to 5, how we get the energy? The glycogen which is stored in our liver will gives us energy. You must have heard about the Karwa Chauth fasts. A lady will keep on, remain on the fast for whole day without food. That lady doesn't die. Why? Reserve food is there. Glycogen is stored in our liver, which gives the energy. When we are not eating the food, so this glycogen is converted into glucose, into blood glucose by the activity of glucagon. तो इंसुलिन ब्लड ग्लूकोज को ग्लाइकोजन में कन्वर्ट कर रहा है और ग्लूकागोन ग्लाइकोजन को ब्लड ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट कर रहा है. तो एक दूसरे के क्या कर रहे हैं? ऑपोजिट फंक्शन कर रहे हैं. So that is what the gland pancreas, and its secretion insulin and glucagon.